Greetings, huntsmen and huntresses, and welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Okay guys, finally time for the Vital Festival. And to start it off, we're going to be showing the event that happens when you max out your relationship with Blake, when all the, Indigo fans are going crazy about them. So that said, here we go. Oop. Go team. Please welcome Team Jade from Beacon and Team Indigo from Vacuo. Okay, here comes the screaming fanboys. There they are, go Indigo! Indigo! Nebula, you're so awesome! Octavia, call me! Holy smokes, they're loud. Indeed. They're almost as loud as you are. Fun! Can we expect this level of support tomorrow, Pira? Unfortunately no. My fan base has never been so dedicated as Team Indigo's. Gwen, give that blonde your reign of death! How dare he ever show his mug! Ugh, this is why I hate these kinds of events. They seem to automatically bring together the most brain dead, a piece of toxic people in one anonymous group of foul-smelling loudmouths. Damn, Paul, I never thought I'd hear you be so articulate in your insults. And I never thought I'd be caught dead sitting in earshot of a crowd. Go get them, Octavia! Make rabbit stew! I guess we're all getting surprised today, including them. Indigo! Jeez, I figured they'd have a large fan base, but this is ridiculous. Okay guys, so that's the end of this segment, so I'll cut you in when the next part involving Blake shows up. See you in a bit. Peace. And we're back, guys. Now, this event triggers just after the fight against Team Indigo, so here we go. I'm sorry you're going to have to keep going. Me too, but I have to. I'm just thankful battles from now only require 2 people at most, or that victory would have been for nothing. Don't say that. You were great down there. You single-handedly shut down Team Indigo's fan club. I didn't think I'd ever see more chest-fallen people. Okay, that is a result. Thanks, Blake. Oh god. How's Penny doing? She's finally gotten grips with her own mortality. She feels it. There's something that we have to feel every day of our lives. Our own mortality. Penny. Penny! Kenshi! You're up! Kenshi, you should rest! Don't worry, I'm fine. Apparently none of the damage I took from Drew was particularly long lasting. That girl, I need to thank her. Evelyn will be out of commission until the semi-finals. Jack is sleeping, so Penny, what happened? Kenshi, I'm so sorry. I was so scared. I still am. Penny? Mr. Dicabeus. The girl my daughter was fighting had an ability to turn anything inorganic into a bomb, didn't she? That's a real Killer Queen level of power there. If you don't know what Killer Queen is, then you really need to brush up on your JoJo, because that's the name of a stand that can turn anything inorganic into a bomb. Or was it anything into a bomb? I can't remember. I really need to brush up, but I know it had something to do with turning things into a bomb. Gwen? Yes, that's... Don't tell me she discovered... No, Evelyn took care of it, but Kenshi, when she grabbed me, she didn't just affect my body, she affected my core. In other words, where her soul is. You mean? Gwen could have killed Penny, like you'd step on an ant. Ruby, that's a harsh analogy, but not entirely untrue. I'm so sorry, Papa. I'm a failure. Why? Why would she say that? You heard my daughter's aspirations, haven't you, Miss Digabeus? My daughter, Miss Ruby. Saving the world is by getting rid of the Grim, yes. But what does that have to do? You have to understand that this aspiration of her comes out not out of naivete, but of a calculation. But first, because she believes that nothing would make me more proud of her as her father, and nothing would make the world better. Second, because of her semblance. Third, because of her peculiar nature as a crystal soul. A crystal soul? That's the term I coined to refer to Penny, CL, and whoever else may be born under the similar circumstances by purest dust and the blood of a man. Blood? Oh. Sorry guys, that was just my Starfield watch. Yes, I own one. I got the Constellation Edition. Kinda cool. But blood? It was an accident. Be assured I have no self-harming habits, but yes, that's how Penny was born. A beautiful, accidental miracle. Now you have to understand that, as long as her core remains intact, Penny is unkillable. She doesn't bleed, her body can be repaired. She doesn't know how unconsciously or disease. She does not know unconsciousness or disease, and doesn't age. So before yesterday, she had never been faced with the prospect of her own mortality. Worse, she met someone with an ability seemingly custom made to undo her very existence. She was flawed, almost paralyzed by that realization. And for her, not being able to overcome that fear was even worse shock than actually having it. The world's a bigger place than you would think, isn't it? Yes. Still, this is fine, isn't it? CL, how could you say that? It means she's now a lot more... She's not being mean, Ruby, she's being realistic. She's basically saying now she knows that there are people who can actually, you know, cut her life short more permanently. It means she'll be a lot more cautious. It's better to be cautious in life sometimes than just, you know, being a bit of a thrill seeker and just going in without a full-on plan against anyone who might have a semblance that could be a problem. Oh, so I guess you prefer her to go through this in the worst possible moment, instead of a joke tournament where second and first year students play at being superstar hunters. Being aware of your limitations is important. We crystal souls may not have the same weakness as humans, but we're not invincible, and we're not immortal. Penny is always going to have this crisis sooner or later. Having it controlled in a controlled environment, surrounded by friends and family, this is the best outcome we could have asked for. CL is right. It was always going to be an essential part of her growth as a person. Now she just needs to overcome it. And we'll be right here to support her. Yeah, I know I've already seen that part, guys, but it's got to do with this, so if you didn't like it, you could have skipped it, that's fine. Remnant is a violent, dark place, and while it may not be needed, on occasion to test your limits in relative safety must be taken always. Because at least for this foreseeable future, there'll be no avoiding fights. If I have to do it in front of an audience, so be it. Right now though, the most important thing is to keep going forward in this tournament, so that Penny can have plenty of opportunities to ease herself back into it. If you get hurt in the process, she's going to be sad and blame herself. Well, I guess we'll just have to not let that happen. He beats the strongest tournament fighters in the world in one-on-one and now he thinks he's invincible. Nah, I just think I'm better than I thought. Kiss for good luck? Sure. Wait, really? I was just... those little scenes are always so wholesome and I love them. Okay guys, I will see you in the next part. Peace out. Okay guys, and we're back. Now, the first part of this conversation we've already seen before, but the later part of it's got to do with Blake, so here we go. Here we are. So, what do you think of Vale? The most integrated city on Remnant, a place which even before the menagerie incident strove to live up to memory of soldiers and families who fought and fled side by side despite all the differences. A city where brothers and sisters have the same rights and duties as humans without needing to work thrice as hard for them, and where even lingering sentiments are kept out of sight and out of the law. A place which is theoretically the realization of all of our wishes for our kind, and yet it still feeds from the cow that fattens on our suffering. Adam and Ilia. I'll be honest, I kind of like Ilia's costume in this, but it feels weird. I don't know what the idea for it is, because look at it. Might already see a bit of Tron and what's the name of that character from Overwatch? Sonya? You know the hacker, her. Most importantly, most of the prosperity and advancement of remnants in the Great War has been built around the growth of the Schnee Company and Alistidian technology, and the Schnee Company, and by proxy, Atlas itself, is built on the backs of our people. Even in an integrated city like this feeds back to that system, pouring money and power in for personal benefit. All those people, including those of us who made it, do nothing but uphold its stability, which keeps our kind as a whole at the bottom. Do you hate them, Ilia? No. Wanting a comfortable life is nothing inherently evil. It's not their fault that the system they were born into only allows them to do so at the expense of someone else. What I hate is the system, and the people keeping charge, and the people keeping change from happening. Then you understand why I'm working with those humans. Let them think they're using us. Let them destroy the system for their own goals. The Fang has its own aims. And when the Inferno dies down, it'll be the Fang who will be left standing, and will establish our new world order. Adam, not that I mind the subject, but why are we discussing this instead of the task you have for me? Because this task is not mine to give. It's from the humans, and it's crucial to the plan. I'm no scourge. I can stomach unpleasant company. We do what we must. We do what must be done. What no one else would, for the betterment of all, including other Fangs. Indeed. I might already feel like Adam was a missed opportunity in the actual series. Like, instead of making him like this, aggressive emo yandere, they could have made him a bit more like Zuko from Avatar. He's bad at first, but then he sees that there's more to humans than just what he's known all his life. He could have been a good character and a good ally if they just, did him better in the later series. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, because in my opinion, Ad was kind of cool, when you first see him, but then later on he just got worse. Speaking of other Fangs, Adam, I have a request to make. That's not good. Not good at all. Well, guys, I will see you in the next part, which will probably be the last part of this episode. We'll have to see. So see you guys in a bit. Peace. Okay, guys, and we're back. This takes place just after our fight with Team Thunder, so here we go. So, as we said the other day, Penny is strong. She did take them by surprise, but still. She has to display aid like this during classes. And thank the gods for that. Or we would have the roof fall over our heads. Penny Palladina, you... Ruby has Ruby, as second in command of the team, I recommend letting someone other than Yang fight in the next round. Why is that? Second, that's me. Hey! Because we're going to need her if they choose to feel Penny. I agree, but if we can't get through the next fight, no use worrying about Team Jade yet. Who? Why am I being ignored? Fine, but if it's anyone but Penny, I'm fighting instead. I agree. Any thoughts for Vice Captain Schnee? I'll take it. Thanks, partner. Oh, that was so wholesome. Okay, guys, that basically means we're going to be seeing the next fight, which will probably be Team RWBY versus us. We'll see what happens in the next round. Peace. Okay, guys, we're back. So, yeah, this is the next round. So, this takes place just after Yang's infamous fight with Mercury. We all know what happened, so I'm not going to talk about it. I hope Yang will be alright. Same. Have you spoken to Blake, by the way? They're partners, aren't they? What if Yang is going through is anything like Penny did? I tried to call her earlier, but she didn't pick up. I'm worried too. Too little, too late. Ooh, she's not happy. Blake, I came looking for you earlier. I was distraught because of Yang. I wanted to make sure you were alright. And I happened to hear something curious. Uh-oh. I heard you talk about how you suspect that Cinders' team was dangerous, but how you have interacted with them, saw a side to them that they hid from the rest of us. And despite that suspicion, you decided to keep it to yourselves. Uh-oh. Despite what we've done for you, despite us technically being your friends, and Yang paid the price for it. I'm sorry, Blake. It's just, there's something... I don't know what to do with your apologies. Everyone but us thinks that Yang is a thug, and seeing things, she's upset and distraught that she almost convinced herself of either two. You could have prevented this and instead kept the information to yourselves, you... Okay, now wait just a darn minute, Princess. That's going way too far. We didn't intend for any of this to happen. We kept the information secret for a reason. In case you haven't noticed, we've been on the thin ice with school management for a while here. Is that supposed to make it any better? What does that have to do with us? Oh, I don't know. What was your reason for keeping the whole investigate a criminal and the White Fang to yourself? Oh yeah, think I forgot about that. That's different. The only difference is that you don't have an actual culprit at hand, so you decide to take out your frustrations on us. Oh, and also that with the White Fang, you actually noticed what was going on. That's what's driving you up the wall the most, isn't it? The sneaky sneakers with their subterfuge in the shadows, stuff you should be more than familiar with by now. You make it up for your entire past in the Fang, and yet you can't see Cinders' team for what they were until you eavesdropped on us. Shut up. Evelyn, that's enough. Which was it, Blake? Which one do you believe? Do you believe Yang that is a violent thug? I said shut up! Or do you believe that she's...
I said enough! Both of you!
Whew. I might change the bass of my voice for that part. Blake, you're right. We should have told you. Whatever the reasons, we chose not to tell you. All I have to say is we're sorry. We truly are. You can be angry at us. You can blame us if you want, but only for that mistake. You can't put the blame on what Cinder and the team did on us too. We're running higher emotions here. So I'd say we better stop and take a long, deep breath before we say something we can't take back. You're right. Of course, you're right. Blake, I'm sorry. You've shared so much with me and I haven't been completely honest. Hey, it wasn't just for your secret to share. Do you try and take the whole blame here? I'm awful. So awful. I know this would happen. I knew I would. Blake? You made a mistake, that's all. You're not a bad person. I just didn't know what to do with all this anger and frustration. I don't want to take it out on anyone, but I don't. What did you used to do with it when you were in the Fang? I can't believe you never felt this way before while in that outfit. I used to spar with a friend. Oh good, because I believe that we're in the semi-finals to go through, don't we? And also, feel like giving you a spanking right now. Good to know. I must admit, I've been itching to smack that smug little face for a while. That's good, I guess. But no more secrets, okay? Not this kind of stuff. Promise. Well, that's nice and wholesome. Well guys, I'm going to end this video here. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Jeff, and I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next round. See ya.